Hi, I'm John Grant, and welcome back to the Johnny Grant Show. Today, I am so excited to be joined by a guy who spent 5 seasons in the NFL, was drafted by the Chargers, and was a special teamer Pro Bowler in 2005, Mr. Hanik Birdman Milligan. Hanik, how are you doing?
Man, bless. How about yourself, my bro?
I'm good. I'm so happy to have you on today.
It's a blessing, man. Thank God, give God the glory for the opportunity to even be in this position to just give back.
Where did you get the nickname Birdman from?
Oh man, this is from special teams flying around, the veterans, Damian Thomason and Drew Brees and them guys. Just making an impact and just flying around, just going hard. So I started just throwing up the bird sign, and ever since then, they started calling me Birdman. So that's where the nickname came from.
So you were a special team Pro Bowler in 2005. Was special teams always something that you were good at?
Well, I wasn't. I had the opportunity in junior college to play, and I did pretty good, blocked 6 kicks. But that's what Iowa Central Community College, and then when I went to University of Houston, I was just strictly defense. So when I got to NFL, I was competing to play safety. I was doing pretty good, but I tore my pec in preseason, so that was a minor setback right there. So that put me behind the eight ball, so to speak. And when I came back, it was kind of fighting an uphill battle, trying to get back on the field. Other guys that was drafted in front of me. So at the end of the day, speaking to the coaches and being a team player, man, it's just like whatever it can, I ask whatever I could do to make an impact to help the team win. Special teams was introduced and started doing it. It was fun. Having support from the veterans, Drew Brees and guys like that, just made it more exciting. Just playing with my brother Sam Osgood and those guys, we just turned it into a show. So that's kind of how and about doing it. And Coach Marty Schottenheimer, who was the head coach at the time, was like nothing's before special teams. So he let it be known in the team meetings that our special team is the number one priority on this team. It helps wins and loses games. So
Yeah, so one of the things I really wanted to talk about when I was doing the research on you to set up this interview was that torn pec injury that you had because I'm a high school football player myself and I got hurt in the preseason. I broke my collarbone, had to get a surgery at the end of my season. I'm just really wondering what motivated you during that time where you couldn't do anything for football and how did you make yourself better coming back from injury? Because when you came back, you had that Pro Bowl season.
yeah, so with that, you gotta one thing I learned, you gotta take the rehab serious. You're there for a reason. You have an opportunity to go out there and play. It's a minor setback, but God turns negatives into a positive, and just take the rehab serious, man. And it kind of gives you a refresh. It gives you an opportunity to go back out there and work even harder, and give you a drive to come back. And then when you come back, your body's rested, your mind's rested, and you get the opportunity to be rejuvenated, and the energy and the boost is there. So it gives you kind of a reset. Sometimes we have resets in life. We need to take a step back and just rejuvenate ourselves and get our minds and bodies and soul back, just that juice, what I mean, to get you going. So that was it, man. Just motivated to get back out there and play. The itch, just loving to play the game and help be with my teammates.
Bunch of different spots in your career, Garden City Community College, where you redshirted. Not much action happened there. And then you went to Iowa Central Community College, where you had crazy stats with 128 tackles, 21 and a half sacks, and 6 block kicks. Then you went to Houston, a 2-time All-Conference USA selection, and left the school as the third all-time leading tackler with 408 career stops. 5 seasons in the NFL with the Chargers, Cardinals, and Rams. Out of all those spots, which was the most memorable to you?
Oh, San Diego. San Diego. Not only, what the great thing about it, getting drafted is one thing, but just the teammates, man. I've been like, it's just was a different feeling. It was like a brotherhood. The locker room and everybody looked out for each other. Nobody look down on anyone, no matter how you was drafted, your status, or anything like that. We had great leaders. Just coming together, man. The unity, the bond was there, and it felt like family, and away from home. And even to this day, we still communicate with each other. So I think just not only being drafted there, but just the guys in the locker room made the most impact, and also the community, man. It's a great fan base. The fan base is amazing. They're very supportive. So you get all that, man. You can't beat that.
Who were some of those guys in San Diego that you still have a relationship with and still keep up with?
Kasim Osgood, Stephen Cooper, Courtney Van Buren, Clinton Hard, Drayton Florence, Sammy Davis. So those are the guys that I came with my draft class. So those are the guys. Many more, but those are the guys that I keep in touch with.
So you were just talking about the fans in San Diego when obviously the Chargers used to play there. What was it like for you and the fans when the Chargers left and moved to Los Angeles? And how do you think the fans are now that they're sharing SoFi?
Man, I'm not gonna front. It's nothing like them San Diego fans, and
Mhm.
to have to reroute and rebuild again. But I'm sure they're showing support, but it's nothing like that. So it's hard. It's difficult. It's like being in a home in your hometown, and as a young kid, all your friends, and having to leave and
Mhm.
having to start over. So basically, that's kind of what it is. And just being that you have to share the stadium with different fans and the area. Remember, in San Diego, you'll get your local San Diego fans, so it'll be more. But when you go in SoFi in LA, they're all over Vegas. All these places are closer, so they kind of stifle the tickets and things like that. Makes it a difficult transition for the San Diego fans that are able to make it. So it's kind of different.
So you got a lot of Chargers stuff on you and around you. Do you still watch the Chargers now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely I'm a lifer, man. I don't watch football much, but I'm
Mm.
definitely behind the guys, the team. I still got people there that I communicate with. Like I said, that's like another family for me. I'm always gonna love San Diego. I mean, it's LA, but I'm always gonna say San Diego. But yeah, so definitely I root for them, man. And like you said, I get to sit back and just enjoy and just hope just root them on, man, and hopefully turn things around.
Yeah, what are your expectations for the Chargers this season?
I mean, hopefully put some runs together,
Mm.
make it into the playoffs, and have a redemption from last year. We just got to have complete games, man. I think it's just the inconsistencies are there off the defense, and I think once we continue to put the games together, stay healthy, I think we can make a good run.
Mhm. So looking back at your career, every football player, they've made a couple plays in their career that they've looked back at. What were your most memorable plays and the plays that you look back on the most?
I remember against one of the moments I say against Washington Redskins. I was fortunate to be voted one of the team captains, and we went into overtime. We won the coin toss. I said, "See ya." We got the ball. First play, LT took it to the house. Touchdown. We won. So I already told him I claimed that victory. And just the rivals against the Raiders, getting against Charles Woodson. I had 4 tackles against him. So just those type of on special teams. That's what, like I said, that's I look back at that opportunity, man, and just each moment they got to go down there and make an impact. Was kind of what I stand out. But just the one the overtime victory when I said see ya against the Browns, recovering the onside kick to seal the game, and we got into the playoffs. Sealed, got an opportunity in 2004 for us to be able to make it to the playoffs. So those are just the moments right there that stands out. When you victory moments are the ones that really stand out to you. You don't really look at the losses when you do something when your team don't win. So those are the two that sticks out because we got the victory.
And my last question here for you, another thing I'm very interested in, and also my teammates are interested in, what does the NFL film room look like? Because we're a high school team and we watch film 2 to 3 times a week, and it gets kind of intense in there. You make a bad play and you get, screamed at or you get chewed out a little bit. What is the NFL film room like?
Man, it's the same, man. It's long. They turn the lights off, so you gotta make sure you got coffee or Red
Yeah.
Bull to stay awake, because and there's no sound. So yeah, and then you just sit back, and when they on your neck,
Yeah.
you gotta, yeah, they call you out in front of the guys. So, but yeah, man, it's that's probably the moment. Is like, it's long, and then, like I said, it's silent other than when the coach is talking. So you gotta do it to stay up, and just kind of hopefully you're making good plays on the screen.
All right, Hanik, thank you so much for coming on for this interview today. I really enjoyed talking to you.
No problem, man. I appreciate you for having me.